I just want to welcome everybody here today. My name's Phil Gaffney. I'm the athletic director here at Georgia Highlands, and it's raining outside, but it's a sunny day inside because very, very big day for us today. So I want to thank everybody for coming. I know we have a lot of distinguished guests. I don't want to recognize everybody, but I know, where's Davis Nelson? Is he here? We got, stand up, Davis. He's chairman of the Bartow County School Board. Heck, we got a lot of Bartow County kids that are signing, and obviously it's such great baseball in this area. We're thrilled to death to have you here and have all folks here today and getting a chance to see our team for the very first time. When we hired Coach Mara, we were thrilled to death. We knew he was a great worker, just a great work ethic. He was a great recruiter, and today we're finally going to see the fruits of that labor. So thank you again for coming, and with no further ado, let's welcome up Coach Mike Mara.
Thanks, Phil. And again, I appreciate Phil's leadership in the hiring committee and Dean Carolyn Hamrick and all the folks on that committee for hiring me. And it was only 3 months. I started October 1. It was my first day on the job. And to have this kind of turnout with guys that we've signed is pretty impressive, I think, for a first-year program. This is one of the most exciting days a college baseball coach has next opening day, and that is the signing of the work you do all year and the 3 months that we've done recruiting and trying to get kids to buy into the fact that Georgia Highlands is a great opportunity to make great moments happen. Now, we're very excited that these 11 young men are the first of many who will sign with us for the upcoming school year. We're allowed 24 scholarships, 24 letters of intent. So we have 11 today that we will sign that we're thrilled about, and we also still have 13 available. And this staff that I've put together, and I'll introduce them very quickly here. The staff we put together, we are out and about all over Bartow, Cobb, Cherokee, and then we're going up north into the Rome area. There's a lot of baseball players in Northwest Georgia. And what we're finding when we go out to these schools and these travel coaches is a lot of them are flying under the radar because there's not a lot of opportunity for college baseball in this corner of Georgia. So Georgia Highlands is going to fill a great void, and we're going to be very, very competitive in year one in our program. We know there's a great challenge ahead of us, starting a program from scratch, but we think we have a great group of young men who are ready to meet that challenge. We're excited about writing our story next year. I don't know how it's going to end, but I do know that we will control a lot of the pages and chapters in this book, and a lot of these guys are going to be a big part of that. We're very, very pleased at our 2013 early signing class. We're excited to have been able to put together an outstanding recruiting class together in just a short amount of time. Like I said, from October 1st to now, we've put together a very good class of 11 fine young men. Our coaches, and I want to introduce them now since they're here, have done an outstanding job of identifying the talent, evaluating and cultivating a relationship between the student athlete, the family, and just landed an impressive group of young men. So I want to introduce first to my right, Seth Ingram, who's one of our coaches. He's out at the Rome campus. And our associate head coach is Gil Suarez, who came down from New York with me and made a lot of sacrifices to be here. And they were a big part in what you see here today as well. We had a prospect camp October the 27th at Cass High School, and I want to thank the great staff out at Cass High School for helping us out with that. We had 104 kids show up for that prospect camp. Out of these 11 guys, 9 of the 11 were there. So it's a big, big opportunity for us to evaluate. I want to let everyone know, certainly Bartow County will be represented in all 5 schools on this roster. We have offers out to people right now. Unfortunately, they haven't decided on GHC just yet. But Adairsville, Cartersville High School, Cass, Woodland is represented today. Excel Christian will all have representation on our roster. We are constantly talking to these coaches, and I want to thank all of the Bartow County school coaches, Eric Bishop at Adairsville, Corey Gochi at Woodland, Adam Williams at Cass, and of course Stuart Chester at Cartersville. I've met them all, had great conversation with all of them about baseball in this area. Coach Nickerson at Excel Christian is the basketball coach, so I haven't had a chance to talk to him because he's deep into his season, but this spring we'll get out and talk to him. The concept when I went through the interview was the core group of kids would be Bartow County kids, and then the encore group is wherever we need to get them, whether it's Cobb County, Cherokee County, Northwest Georgia, Weehawken, New Jersey, wherever we got to go to find somebody that can help us compete, we're going to do that. So that was a big part of our plan. This class, we're able to fill a lot of our needs, pitching especially. 7 of the 11 guys are pitchers. And most importantly, we're bringing quality students and quality people and outstanding baseball players here to Georgia Highlands. These young men are strong students. 8 of the 11 will qualify for Hope Scholarship. And they're going to be great representatives of Georgia Highlands on and off the baseball field. The entire group of kids is excited about the opportunity to play here at Georgia Highlands at a championship level and set a legacy for baseball here in the years to come. It's a group that wants to be a part of Charger baseball and our family, and has a desire and a skill level to be a great asset to our program. All these players are coming from winning programs, and that's very important. You have to know how to win, and they have a winning attitude, and they come from winning programs. They will have an impact on our program right away. We have several that will be impact players, and all of them provide a great foundation for our future success here at Georgia Highlands. I do want to thank a couple of people off the bat, because this has been quite a process since I got here and making the transition smooth. Not only our interview committee staff, but Megan Youngblood, who's a student life or runs student life here. There's a lot of times where I can't be in this building because I'm out trying to sell the sizzle and get people here to come to Georgia Highlands. So she's carried the load when I haven't been here, so I appreciate that, Megan. Also, we have the staff of Stone Mill Apartments here. Stone Mill has been very gracious, and we bring kids down there that need housing, and they've done a tremendous job. Deborah and Pam have done a great job at showing the kids around and making them feel comfortable, and it's a great opportunity for us to team up with Stone Mill. So we're excited to have them on board as well. And I think the biggest thing, lastly, before we introduce the players, is they're making a decision that the education is the primary focus. Everyone's dream that plays baseball wants to play Major League Baseball. Everybody understands that. But when you look at the numbers, and a little over 6% of senior high school players will play in college. 6% of high school seniors will play college baseball. Of the kids who play college baseball, 11% are going to be playing competitive baseball at a scholarship level. Less than 1% of those kids are going to get drafted. So if your desire is to go to school to get drafted, the odds are very small. And then you leave without an education. These guys are making an investment in their education first. In baseball, if it takes them on to a 4-year opportunity to continue to get their education paid for, that's great. If it allows them to play professionally, that's great. But the bottom line is they're coming here to get an education first. And the opportunity they get with baseball will help them become better people, better dads, better uncles, better brothers, better friends. That's what we're trying to do here. Our job as baseball coaches here is to make sure they come out of here with an education and they hopefully can transfer to a 4-year situation. And number 2, it's really to help them develop and find their greatness as people and players. What we're going to do as I introduce these guys is, like they do in Major League Baseball, they have a draft. So I'm going to introduce them by draft order, basically the time that they decided to come to Georgia Highlands. Now, we're very fortunate because we have 2 #1 draft picks, because Sunday, October 14th, I was out at Kennesaw Mountain High School watching a travel game, and Luke Patterson was one of the pitchers on the team, and Luke had already come in to visit with us with his dad, and so I'm driving back to Cartersville, and I got a text from Luke saying that he was going to commit to Georgia Highlands. The same afternoon, I get a text from John Hood, who basically wanted to see me Monday. This was a Sunday, because he was going to commit to Georgia Highlands. So in one day, we had two guys who are teammates at Woodland High School decide that they were going to be the first 2 guys to sign historically, because of the first ever scholarship guys here at Georgia Highlands. There's a picture on our Facebook page that, to me, this is one of these iconic photos here in our baseball program. Because this is John and Luke signing our banner that's in my office that says I'm in. And the concept of I'm in is when you believe in what we're trying to do as a program and you want to be part of something special and you're going to commit to it, you sign your name stating that you're in. So this is a very meaningful photo for me, because it's the start of something great here at Georgia Highlands. So with that being said, when I introduce the players, they will come up, they will sign a letter of intent, they will bring some brief remarks, and then we will go from there. So we have 2 number 1 draft picks, which is kind of cool. With the first pick, Georgia Highlands Chargers select Luke Patterson of Woodland High School, Cartersville, Georgia. Where's my guy over here? I'm sorry. Give me your hand back.
Sign these.
Yep. Sign them both. Where's this player?
I'd like to thank Mom and Dad and my brother, my grandma and granddad for always being there for me and helping me through everything. Mom would get me on my games. My dad and my brother out in the yard screaming at me to throw harder. So my grandma and granddad for always giving me advice throughout life. I'd like to thank my head baseball coach, Coach Gochi, my travel ball coach, Coach Nelson, who both helped me to get to this spot, to get a college scholarship, play baseball. I'd like to thank Coach Moore for giving me the opportunity to play ball here at Georgia Highlands, and JJ and Desmond Jones for helping me reach new heights in the weight room and on the field. I chose Georgia Highlands because I feel like Coach Suarez and Coach Moore, who I've talked to, have it structured and organized over here to where they know what they're going to do with me and their plans for my future in baseball. They know I'm an avid Clemson fan, so hopefully they can help me get there one day. I feel like it's going to be a fun environment to where I can play baseball and exceed because I'm having fun. I look for Georgia Highlands to be very successful in the first year and the 2 years that I'm here. I hope to be a dominant pitcher for them and get us to Colorado Springs for the Junior College World Series. Thank you.
You want to mention before we go on, because he's not standing up here, but I forgot. Desmond Jones is our strength and conditioning coach, and he has 360 Baseball Club in town. Desmond played professionally in the Washington Nationals organization, and I met him out at Woodland High School while I was watching Luke and John, and we struck up a conversation, and he's going to be a great asset and a great resource, Cartersville kid who went to Woodland. So I want to thank Desmond and his brother JJ for all their work as well. With the number 1 pick, Georgia Highlands Chargers select John Hood, Woodland High School, Cartersville, Georgia. I wish he pitched left and wrote righty, but
Me too. First of all, I'd like to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for allowing me to be here in front of y'all today. If it weren't for him, none of this would have happened for me. I'd like to thank Coach Mara and the rest of the Highlands coaching staff for giving me the opportunity to wear the Charger uniform and play for them. I can't thank my parents, Doug and Mary Lee Hood, enough for what y'all have done for me and the effort y'all put in to make this dream come true. I love you guys more than y'all ever know. I've been blessed with a great group of friends, and I'd love to thank every person who's helped me along the way, but we don't have all day. So I'd like to thank my friends and trainers, Desmond and JJ Jones. They've always pushed me, oftentimes against my own will, to improve, and they've helped me hugely in my development as a man and as a ball player. I'd like to thank my high school coach, Coach Gochi, for believing in my abilities and introducing me to Coach Mara. No matter what the problem may be, I always feel like Gochi will be there to help me, and I'll do the same for him. I'm looking forward to a great season with Camden, Luke, and Coach Gochi this spring. I also want to thank my mentor, Eric Robinson, who could not be here today. He's really helped me, my development as a pitcher as well. I signed with Georgia Highlands. Didn't see you there. Hiding. I signed with Georgia Highlands because it gave me the opportunity to play high-level college baseball close to home. I'm honored to have this opportunity, and I'm pretty darn excited to get this thing rolling. I can't wait to step in between the lines with you boys and win with the Charger orange and blue. I'm looking forward to making history with you guys on the inaugural team. Thank you all for allowing me to speak today, and God bless.
With the third pick, Georgia Highlands Chargers select Kobe Chatton, Heritage High School, Ringgold, Georgia.
I also would like to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. He's given and blessed me with everything I have in life today, and I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my mother with all the love and support she gives me throughout everything in my life. I'd also like to thank my father, Steve, my coach, Eric Beagles from Heritage High School, and Coach Newborn from the Jackets, on and off the field. I'd also like to thank Coach Marr for the opportunity he has presented me to go out here and be a part of the Chargers team. I'm looking forward to the fall and beginning a new chapter in my life, and thanks for letting me speak in front of y'all today, and go Chargers.
With the fourth pick, Georgia Highlands Chargers select Tyler Elwer, Lassiter High School, Roswell, Georgia.
I'd like to thank Coach Marr for giving me this opportunity. I'd also like to thank my fall coach for giving me the chance to play in front of him. And I'd like to thank my parents for bearing with me for all those years. And also Desmond and JJ for whooping me on a weekly basis. I picked this school because it's close and convenient to Lassiter, and I feel like Coach Marr has put together a good group of coaches and a good program, and I feel like I can give my 3 years of varsity level competition to this school a winning record. We've won region 2 years in a row, so I hope to bring this to Georgia Highlands. Go Chargers.
With the fifth pick, the Georgia Highlands Chargers select Albert Harless, South Paulding High School, Dallas, Georgia. Albert has the most tweets of anybody up on this stage.
I haven't really thought much about this speech. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm just gonna thank everybody for giving me an opportunity to play here. I'd like to thank Mom, Dad. I chose Georgia Highlands because it was close to home, and we're here to start a legacy here. Go Chargers.
With the sixth pick, Georgia Highlands Chargers select Alec Arnsdorf, Effingham County High School, Clio, Georgia.
I'd like to thank everybody that
helped make this possible. My parents for always staying behind me. High school coaches, summer coaches, Coach Marr for giving me this opportunity. I thought Georgia Highlands would be the best fit for me, and I look forward to what the future holds. Thank you.
With the 7th pick, Georgia Highlands Chargers select Nick Constant, Lee Scott Academy, Opelika, Alabama. I'll never say that correctly. Our first guy from out of state. Here we go. Opelika.
I'd like to start off by thanking my parents and my grandparents for making the trip up here with me. I'd like to thank my high school coach, Jim Mixes, my summer ball coach, Brian Nelson, and Coach Marr for giving me the opportunity to play here. I chose Georgia Highlands because I feel like it's a great opportunity for me as a player to better myself and hopefully further my baseball career. Go Chargers, thank you.
With the 8th pick, Georgia Highlands Chargers select Ed Lott, Kennesaw Mountain High School, Kennesaw, Georgia. As you can tell, Ed plays basketball too.
I'd like to start off saying this is an exciting time for me and my family, and it's always been a goal of mine to play college ball and then maybe even go further to the pros, and coming here will help me get there. I'd like to thank my mom and dad for all the support they gave me. I'd also like to thank the following coaches for guiding me along the way. Ray Baker, Victor Moreno, Andy Baker, Jamie Crane, George Hansen, Eric Blair. I feel GHC will fit me perfectly. I like the feel of a small campus and it's close to home, and it always make my mom happy. Lastly, I would like to thank Coach Marr for giving me this opportunity to be a student athlete, and I look forward to being one of the first athletes to put on that GHC uniform. Thank you.
With the 9th pick, Georgia Highlands Chargers select Cameron McGill, Woodland High School, New Harley, Georgia.
First off, I would just like to thank God for giving me the opportunity to play college baseball and for him giving me the abilities that he has. I'd like to thank Coach Gochi, who's my high school coach, for sticking with me for 4 years. I'd like to thank my mom. She's always been there for me, and my stepdad, who couldn't make it. I want to thank my teammates, Luke and John. I look forward to playing with y'all this year. And I'd like to thank Coach Mara for giving me the opportunity to play. I chose Georgia Highlands because I felt like it would be very convenient for me, close to home, and I look forward to starting this new chapter in my life. Go Chargers.
With the 10th pick, Georgia Highlands Chargers select Blake Oxenrider. Cedartown High School, Cedartown, Georgia.
I would like to start by thanking God for giving me the skills and everything I need to be a successful baseball player. Also, I'd like to thank Coach Morrow for the great opportunity he's given me. Also, all my coaches and trainers for always being with me and helping me be a successful baseball player. And my dad for always being there and pushing me to do my best and believing in me. And my mom for just being there for all the support she's given me and being at every game. And I feel Georgia Highlands will help me succeed in my goals of becoming a better baseball player and student, and be a positive step to help me succeed not only in baseball but in life. Go Chargers.
With the 11th pick, Georgia Highlands Chargers select Sam Stevens, McEachram High School, Powder Springs, Georgia.
I would like to thank God because he gave me the gift to play baseball, my parents for keeping my head in the books, and Coach Morrow for making this possible for me, and Coach Torini for introducing me to Coach Morrow. And I would like to thank you guys for coming out here today and my teammates for making this possible. And go Chargers.
And like I said, I think we put together a very good group for the first step, and what hopefully is going to be an outstanding season for us. Like I said, we still have some holes to fill, but we like the way we're starting off here. And with the high school season just 10 days away, we're going to start to practice so we can get out and evaluate and see more kids. And I always say that the kids are the best recruiters. If they like what they're doing here and what the school has to offer, they will continue to be our greatest ambassadors for Georgia Highlands. So again, let me present the first class 2013 Georgia Highlands Chargers. Before everybody takes off, I want to get the players out by the fireplace. We'll take a group shot with everybody. Families, if you want to come up and do some pics up here with the table, et cetera, you can do that. You're free to do that. There's the tribunes here if you want to ask questions. The players are available. I'm available. Meet and greet, and players, I need the caps back. By NJCA regulations, I need the caps back. And there are 2 copies of the letter of intent. You guys keep one, and I need the other one, okay? Have a great day. I appreciate you all. Oh, yeah.
Can they wear the hat during the picture? Can they have their hat on their head while we take pictures of them?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Just as long as I give it to them before they leave. That's fine. All right? Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day, and go Chargers.